Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some ROM today with his new set of skins. ROM and Heatsink is the other one. You're seeing one on the menu here, the flashier version of it. Of course, fitting in the theme that we've had for this update, which is kind of techie, RGB gamer, or whatever you want to call this sort of aesthetic. But the only one I haven't covered is the Amani one. We're doing ROM now, obviously, and I did Andro and I think it was Ying already. And actually on the theme of skins, before I forget to do it, I have a Battle Pass code to give away, so it should be on screen now. Go ahead and redeem it. Whoever was first to the video should have been able to nab that if you had Paladins open. I think that's the only way to do it, but it should work for any platform. Of course, that will only work for one person, but don't worry, I'll be giving away a few more codes in the next couple of videos, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel because I've got, I think, 4 or 5 left. Shouts to Evil Mojo as always for sending those over. But yeah, we're going to be playing with one of these two setups for ROM. Not really going to be the focus of the video. I'm mainly going to be talking about the skins because these haven't really changed very much since the last time I covered him. So I have this one, which is just focused around the F, and then the other one, which is kind of more focused around dueling other tanks with like self-sustain and stuff. I've shown these before, don't want to talk about them too much. Then for the skins, which is more of the focus of the video, he has Heatsink, which is just the straight kind of standard red one. You can just straight unlock that for 800 crystals, which I think is a little bit pricey. I feel like 600 would have made more sense for this, but it is a really killer skin. Although just like with the other ones, I haven't actually played with these in game yet myself, so it's going to be a first impressions video more than anything else, or else there wouldn't really be much point in me kind of covering it if I already know exactly how they looked. But then he's got the other one, which is the ROM, which is the one you saw on the menu, which looks quite a bit better in my opinion. And from just seeing it in the menu, it is definitely competing for one of my favorite skins in a while, but maybe that'll change after we see it in game. Alright, well, we've got TDM Abyss. ROM, for whatever reason, doesn't really have an idle animation, so he just kind of stands there a little bit rigid. It's a little bit strange, but we've got a Ying, we've got a Victor, a Genos, and an Andro. We're up against an Octavia, a Damba, an Evia Furia, and another Andro. Something that I've noticed in general with this update is all the card arts are really low res or kind of positioned weirdly. As you can see, my one there is like too high and also kind of pixelated in comparison. Probably doesn't show too well on the YouTube video, but we'll go for the F setup. We'll start with some Cronus and some Nibble. Pop the F, we've got Defiant Fist, Cardio, Resonance. The actual effect on that is kind of nice, and then we have Luminary as well. Let's go ahead and yoink this. Hello, Furia. I think you're the only one. That's the effect on the right click and the left click and stuff. Furia missed the jump. I'm pretty sure she's dead here. I can't imagine her getting rid of us, even with the reset on the F there. That was a really bad play for me, but of course we have ROM versus Furia, so we have a pretty big advantage. There's the F again, but they've got Curse of Volva, Held the High Water over the moon. There's like a triple or pentatap, I guess. We could go for the ult here, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Should we just go for it, see if we can get somebody? There's a free triple. Hell yeah. I feel like my plays so far have been absolutely garbage, and we've actually done a pretty damn good amount of damage. There's a bunch of more taps with the F. I'm really liking the effects on this so far. Did I read out all the talents? I think I missed Exterminate and maybe Ripened Gourd, but you can see them there anyway. There's the Q, there's the F. That should give us enough damage reduction. There goes the EV. We'll just do a little bit of a loop around here and tap them all again if we can. I think she literally just spawned right there. Get rid of the Andro. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Andro tried to go for the ult, but there's a tap for the Ying, tap for, again, everybody. I was even just be running through the entire team when I ever do these runs. I don't know if I like the horns on the demon. It's definitely a cool touch when you use the right click, but it's kind of distracting. Seems to happen actually when you fire, not like when you pop the right click, which is what I thought it was. The actual little chips there on the floor are kind of a cool touch. Double tap there on the Octavia was kind of brutal. Hello, I guess. Damn, I was going to call you Ying then for some reason, but you're definitely gone. Overall, really liking this skin, even though again it does have a few things that I don't like, similar to the Andro one. I feel like they've really outdone themselves. This is probably the most impressive one out of the set. Again, it does have some things that I dislike just because it is a little bit too flashy, but I don't know how much I can really give that as a downside when it is a skin and you're, you know, paying for it. So it's meant to be something that you obviously want to see. There's a tap on the Furia, tap on the Octavia. I keep wanting to call Octavia Ying for some reason, but let's go run round. Finish off our Chronos. Just going to sit here in a corner to hamper through the stun round preemptively. He finally found me. There's my F. I'm pretty sure I'm dead though, right? Nope, never mind. There's a double tap. Another one. Can we finish off the Fury here? Okay, well, I guess Ying can do it too. That works fine. Hello, Octavia. There's the Q. Nice little animation on that as well. Shots into her. It's kind of an easy way to tell how spun up you are on your weapon, so that is maybe a bit of a gameplay advantage, but that's a tiny thing anyway. Rip Octavia. Reggie still got the kill there because she freaking jumped off. For some reason I was expecting the F to be a little bit brighter, maybe to have louder effects. I think I've seen this a couple times in game, and the RGB one is even more flashy than this, but that's usually a good thing. I think whenever I complain about a skin being flashy, it's kind of redundant. Let's go for the ult. There's a double tap. We actually got rid of the Andro because our Andro finished him off. Don't really know why the hell I'm even going for Nimble, to be honest. We've got Cronus and we're moving around with our F, but I guess this way we can move even more. There's a bunch of taps. The actual spin on the barrel looks different to what I'm used to with ROM, and I think that's just because they've changed kind of how the animation works. It seems to be spinning at the end with like a different thing that's not usually on his weapon. I don't know how to describe what I mean, but this skin is, again, really impressive. Didn't think it would actually look this different from normal ROM, but there's a bunch of hits again there with the F. We'll use the Q. I think I'm dead, even with our max Chronos. We still have cooldowns, of course. 39 to 24. That match is coming to an end. There's a bunch of taps, and there is the victory. We're just about to run off the map. I might have just got that death still. But anyway, there we go. There are the stats. We did pretty damn good in that one. 13 to 550k. More than happy with that. Our Ying did pretty good as well. Our Genos not so much. He played a little bit weird. Our Victor also didn't do particularly good there, but our Andro did. Shoutouts to their Andro, by the way. He did pretty good. Their Furia did fine. So did their Eevee. So did their Octavia. She actually caused me the most trouble. I was just about to answer, but I guess I don't need to. He's even doing the self-promo for me. We'll go ahead and re-queue and just jump into a game 2. That one went surprisingly well. Skin also also impressed me. Why are these videos going well recently? I don't know. I feel like I should mention, because I mentioned it right before game 1, but the actual idle animation thing only happens with the first version of the skin. The RGB one actually has like the idle sway, but for some reason the red one doesn't. But anyway, for game 2, we've got a Dragon Arena, we've got an Octavia, a Dredge and Andra, and a Ying, and we're up against a BK, a Cassia, a Term, a Genos, and a Furia. So I'll go ahead and grab the same thing. We'll start with double resilience, probably going to get countered quite a bit here. Hella High Water, God Slayer, Focusing Lens, who's going to pop the F straight off the bat, tap the Term and not the BK because he's gone for Accelerant. I guess there's some shots into him to try and get rid of the Genos first. I guess there's the Q. Hit me with the grab, but we do have that resilience going. He's gone. We can go for the F now freely. There's a tap for the Cassie. We'll just try and spin, but they're going to be able to juke me kind of, although I guess not. There's the right click again. More shots. I feel like I'm fighting in here on my own, but we should be fine because it's just the start of the match. They don't have like too much anti-heal stuff. She's on like no health. Where's my team at? What? That was a bit weird. I was kind of going against 3 of them on my own, but it seems like they're kind of running in now. There's another little double tap for him. That's the grip from, I guess, the Genos, but it didn't really display properly. Taps here onto the Cassie. I guess we can go for the ult. We're kind of behind him. There's a double stun. I guess we'll just clean up. That should be a free set of kills. Cassie's just rolling kind of weird. The skin on this one, though, is even more ridiculous than the first one was. Or I mean, the effects on this one, but we'll go ahead and yoink the ult thing from the middle. Seems like the little chips you leave on the floor are the same. Either that or they have like an extra flame effect. I'm not sure. The RGB on the run looks way, way better. For some reason, the run on the other one looked kind of dull. It's definitely one of the most over-the-top effects. We can go for the ult here to get out of the grab. That is a 3-man stun. There's the kill on the Genos. We'll go for the Q. Definitely kind of distracting, but I don't know again how much I can give that as a downside. There's a tap onto the BK. We'll try and get a subsequent tap on him here. There he goes on like nothing. Run away from the stun. He's out. Octavia finished him off. Genos came through, but he's dead as well. Thank you very much. We'll go for, I guess, Chronos. Yeah, why not? Yoink the ult thing there again from the middle. Do a bit of a spin. Tap on the BK. Do a bit of a 180 kind of. That didn't really work, but he should still be dead. Max resilience I feel like was definitely the right move here because he's trying to grab me a ton and we're not really getting screwed by it too much. BK's on like no health, just trying to stay out of the range of that stun and get some shots on these guys. The effect on the skin are honestly really, really pretty. He's going for the grab. That's a stun as well. There's a Q, another stun from the Fury. Go for the ult because they're all really grouped right in a corner for me. Thank you very much. Term's going to go for the ult. We got rid of the Genos, but I can just tank that because we've got the damage reduction, even though it is 40% now. Double tap again. We're just shredding in this one. Yeah, I didn't even go over talents. I guess I can do that in a sec. There goes the Term again. Let's get rid of the Fury here as well. I don't know where she's even going to try and run to. She's just kind of sitting in a corner. She's dead any second. Could get a heal from the Genos. I don't have any cauterize, but it doesn't even matter. She is out. We'll go run over the Cassie. Do a bit of a spin. That did not work. I guess we're going to chase the Fury again. She literally just respawned. Trying to get shots here onto the Term. He's doing the F for the stun, but again, we've got tons of resilience here, so it doesn't even really matter. There's a right click. I guess we can just pop the F and run away. Taps here on them. Try to do a spin on the stairs, but that's obviously not going to work. Seems like they're all really, really grouped again. Cassie's going for the ult. There's a tap on a couple of them. We'll do another bit of a spin. Tap the Term again. There's a tap down from the Fury. Whatever. There's a Q. I'm going to go for it just here because again, they're just kind of lining up, giving me a bit of free hits, but there's a tap for the Fury and a bunch of them again. Tap for the BK who just spawned in. There goes the Term. Just about finished him off. Hello BK. That was the knock I was expecting. Felt like he was going to happen at some point, so he was going to position himself for it. He's going for the ultimate after knocking off our Yink. I didn't even go for talents in this one. I guess I can hold up the tab screen in a second. There's some taps from, that's the grip from the Genos. There's the Q, stun from the BK. Any second, I can't really get far away. There's an F for the damage reduction. Double hit for the heal. Just about survivable damage from the BK. Run over here towards the Term. Get some shots into him. Rip Ying, I think. Yep, she teleported away and just died to the Cassie instead. Got knocked by the BK, but we are still up. That's the stun from him. Just going to wait for that to happen until we go for the F. Jesus Christ, that damage. There's a tap, but yeah, I'm getting hit by flipping everybody there. Seems like they have recovered it quite a bit. We'll grab some blast shields, but yeah, there are the talents. Didn't go through it right at the start because I was just a little bit too hectic, but I'm sure you just saw them there. Pause the video if you want. Not that it really matters because we're right at the end here. 30 to 32. I feel like I've done the best I really could here and we're getting kind of shredded. Going to go for the F. No, I'm not going to get stunned and killed instead. Giving it my best shot. We're going to try and turn it into a win. Tap for the Cassie. Tap for the Fury here, and it's going to run through the portal so that we don't die. I'm going to wait on the other side, get a reload in, spin round, see if we can finish these guys off. It's going to be kind of hard to do without any cauterize, but I guess we can try and get rid of the Fury first. Yeah, then we don't have to worry about heals, right? 35 to 35. Let's take her out here as well. There's a tap throw. We can just spin. That is not what I wanted to do. Did not even remember that there was a ledge there that I could do that off of. A little bit salty at that one. Just gave myself a free death. That's the stun from the Term. Going to try and body block for the Ying, but she really just seems to have a bit of a death wish, as some other people on my team do as well. She's going for the ult. Just get more shots onto the Term. I feel like I'm wasting my time here trying to get rid of him. We'll just hit him with the F and leave him to do his thing. Tap on the Fury, tap on the Genos. I do have the ultimate. See if we can finish him off with our normal shots, and there is the victory. I actually thought that was a loss. We actually recovered it somehow. I don't know what happened right there at the end, but we won, apparently. Hey, there we go. 11,594k. We actually shredded there. As for the rest of them, our Andra had a bit of a hard time there. The Dredge didn't do too bad. The Octavia actually did pretty good for their side. Their Fury did pretty good. Their BK not so much, although he was going for a bit of a CC sort of setup, and we had a ton of resilience, so we kind of counted him with that. Their Cassie definitely did the best, alongside, I'd say, the Term and the Genos, but those two were a little bit further behind. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and re-queue for another one to finish it off. I queued for TDM and Onslaught, but it just gave me 2 TDMs. I'm actually going to make sure we don't get a TDM here, because 3 TDMs in a row is kind of shitty, so we'll finish it off at least with an Onslaught. Alright, well, for game 3, we've got Manchester Archives, we've got an IO, we've got a Fury and Andra and a Dredge, and we're up against a Bark, a Grover, a Vivian, an Octavia, and a Barak. back. Gonna go ahead and grab the same setup. It's worked pretty well so far. Here's another little quick inspect for the weapon. We'll start with some Chronos and some Resilience. For talents, we've got Rotus' Blessing. They're already spamming there. Exterminate, Godslayer's Scuttle, Architectronics, Display of Force, Opportunity, and Chaos, Deep Root, and then Bulk Up. So Deep Root is going to be a pain. I'm going to try and flank here with the team. Andrew's just firing at him. Octavia's already used her F. We should be able to get rid of her here. There's the F. Run over this way. Tap for the Grok. Tap for the Grover. Nope, that is not a Grok. It's a Buck. Didn't have my thingy span up, so I'm probably screwed here. Might still be able to get rid of her just because we are ROM after all. It is Onslaught, so I should be trying to play the objective. Shots here onto the barrack. There's a Q. He threw his shield down and just straight left it, but we'll pop the F and try and chase. There's a tap for him. We ran over the Grok again to finish him. Not a Grok, it's a Grover. Why am I so bad? Got to reload in. Thank you, team, for the heal. Shots over there for the Vivian and also the Octavia. We're actually juking a bunch of her shots here, even though I'm pretty much just moving very slightly side to side. There is the F. Thank you for the heal there. Fury tap onto the barrack. We're going to do a bit of a spin round. Got caught somehow on the ledge. There's another little tap for him. There's a right click. Just going to stay on this side so we can actually hit him from the other side of the shield. I guess one thing that I am kind of disappointed about with this skin is that the shots on RGB, they seem to just be yellow, or at least that's what I've noticed. On the original one, they were just orange, and on this, they seem to be yellow, which doesn't really make sense. I feel like they should be RGB, and with the rest of the skins, they changed it, but for this one, they seem to just kind of have left it on yellow for some reason. Just going to get rid of the Vivian. Andrew's putting in a bunch of damage as well. There is a Q shots onto the Grove. He's going for the ultimate. I don't think we're going to be able to go through him, but I'm going to try my best. For whatever reason, he hasn't even rooted me once, which is kind of strange because he's going for deep roots. I've got resilience to counter it, but I haven't really needed to. Team is just shredding. Octavia went for the ult to get hit by it once. I think he tried to root me there, but missed. The entire team is dead, so I'm just going to retreat. There's no reason for me to try and do anything here. Might as well stop back in spawn, finish off our Chronos. Don't really feel like I need too much resilience because, like I said, the Grover really isn't rooting me very much. Popped the F, got kind of behind the Octavia a little bit, trying to cover the Andro. She is actually gone. Andro finished her off. Shots here onto the barrack. Don't have any cauterized, so we can't really go through him. Buck went for the ultimate. We can do a bit of a spin, finish off the Grover. Maybe well done there. Dredge, didn't know who it was. Tap there for the Grover, tap there for the Octavia. We'll do a bit of a spin, go back round here towards the middle. There's a right click. Grover just kind of standing. I don't know if he's even a person. He's playing kind of weird. Maybe that's the reason why he's not rooting me. Maybe he isn't even here. Maybe it's a bot and I've just been convinced. I don't know. There's a Q. I'm definitely dead. Don't know why the hell I pushed up there. For some reason I thought it would just be the Octavia. Even then I think I was going to die there anyway. There's a tap for him. There's a spin. There's another one. Tap for the Grover. Yeah, I don't think he's here because if he was a person he wouldn't be just running in kind of how he is. I think I might be dead. I'm going to try and get behind cover so I can use the F. Thank you for the heal there, Fury. There's a tap. I'm just going to run all the way around. I really do appreciate that though. Top notch heals. Get rid of that barrack. Turret's going to go for the Q to heal up and put the F on cooldown. I'm just going to try and cover, but I think she's going to get cleared because barrack's just going to run in. Score wise here, they are definitely pretty close. That's the IO with the ultimate. I don't know who she was even trying to hit, but she ended up catching the barrack. Funnily enough, I think she might have been trying to get rid of the Grover. I don't know. Shots onto him there. We do have a little bit of cauterized, but definitely isn't enough. There's the Q and the F. He already used the root. There's a tap. We'll do a bit of a spin. Tap him again. Just going to run right back round. Pop an F. Tap for the barrack. We'll tap the Vivian. Just run round. Do a bit of a lap, I guess. Fury's going for the ult. Now would be a good time to push in and try and shred, although it doesn't really help me too much. My damage really isn't that great. There we go. He's gone again. Just get some shots here onto the barrack. I guess we can try and body block him in a corner. He can get out with his F, but I don't know if he has it up. Yep, there we go. Just pretty much instantly activated it. There's the Q. Trying to finish him off before I go into the F. There we go. There's a tap for the Buck. There's a tap for the Octavia. Tap for the Vivian. We'll go for the right click. There we go. She's gone already. Let's get rid of the Vivian too. She's freaking tiny. There's the Q. Got the F off cooldown, but I don't think I really want to use it. Just going to try and get rid of him normally. He should be dead. Yeah, that has to be a Grover bot. Maybe they changed how he worked recently, or I just haven't gone against many Grover bots. I don't know, but he's playing very, very odd. There's shots onto the barrack. There is the Q. I'm going to go for the F here again. Tap for him. Do a bit of a spin round. Tap for these two, or just the Buck, I guess. Run all the way around. Get a reload in because I have barely any ammo. Please don't see me, enemy team. I was just healing up from being out of combat. What bad timing. There's the F. I think I might be dead. Kind of surprised I lived there, but we'll try and get the ult off. That would have been so goddamn good. There was like 3 of them lined up in front of me, but I had like no health. Fury with the beam. There goes the Grover. 377 to 300. This still could be a win for them, but I'm pretty sure we've got it. Ran onto the point. Finished off our cauterized. So we actually have a bit of anti-heal this time around. There is an ultimate. The effect on that is beautiful. I don't think I've really shown that in the video at all because I'm usually way too conservative with ROM ult, but it does look pretty good. You know, nothing crazy, but what you would hope it would look like, I suppose. We do need to get on this objective though because they are climbing up. Yeah, their Grover is definitely a bot. He just did the classic Paladins bot wiggle. There is the F. There's a tap onto nobody because I'm dead. I couldn't see where anybody was. Barrack is gone and there is the victory. I feel like we deserved that win. It was a little bit unfair because I don't think they had a Grover. He was here right at the start, I think, but then he was a bot for the rest of it. We did pretty good though. 9, 4, 14, 10, 198 seconds on the point, 75k damage. I'm fine with that. As for the rest, our Dredge did fine. Our IO did pretty good. So did our Andro. So did our Furia. Solid team there overall. Shoutouts to the Dredge. For this, their Vivian played a little bit weird. Didn't do too bad. Barrack did pretty solid. He actually played the objective more than us and had very similar damage and a bunch of shielding. Then their Buck and their Octavia both did pretty good. I think if they had a Grover, that would have been a win for them, but because he was a bot, they ended up losing that match. A bit unfair. It was pretty close even with the bots, so props to them for doing pretty good. And yeah, there we go. Those were the 2 new ROM skins, Heatsink and ROM, and my thoughts on them. I think I got it across pretty well. I overall really do like the skins. If I had to rate them, I'd give them another 8.5, very similar to the Andro ones. maybe even a 9, I'm not sure, because there's a few less annoying things about it than there were with the Android one. I do like it a little bit more, but that's just kind of Raum in general. I think his character design looks really, really good, just his base one. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, I don't put too much thought into how I rate skins. I'm rating just the visuals, not even the voice pack or anything, and this did have some different sound effects. The only thing that disappointed me was the weapon shots not being RGB, but maybe that would have been too distracting or too hard to do. So yeah, to summarize, I think they're both really, really cool. They do have a few small annoyances. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very, very soon, and as always, stay frosty.